Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin as we're heading into the weekend. I think it is possible that the price may want to spend the weekend working on wave 4. At least it looks like that some kind of a pullback has started. We're back to around 47k, where while the price was already at around 48.1k earlier today. But yeah, I've adjusted the micro support area, and this is now going to be probably the stress test for further upside continuation, because it could be that over the weekend we see a consolidation, a correction, or maybe even a break of support. But it looks as if some kind of a pullback has started. We often see a wave 4 take place over the weekend. It would make sense because obviously, as explained in previous videos, it is possible that now this third wave here in orange completed, or at least that some kind of a rally at least completed to a degree. And if a third wave completed, which it seems like that because we only have 3 waves up from the 1st of February low, then, you know, the development of a wave 4 on a weekend is quite common. We often see that like a rally throughout the week in a bullish market, and then the weekend is rather for consolidation. And funny enough, it often is a wave 4. Okay, that's what we often see in a wave, on a weekend, like a wave 4 weekend, we call it. It's a bit of a joke, but it is actually true. So let's see. I just want to make sure in this video that everybody is on the same page, that everybody understands what the relevant micro support levels are, the parameters to watch for the weekend, and just to highlight again that I am leaning bullish as long as we're holding above support. And the analysis allows us to understand what that support level is. So we are still following the thesis here that a wave 4 completed on the 23rd of January. Price turned around in this support zone, which is fantastic. That's where we are looking for a reversal normally. Then we had a rally in 5 waves in what I have labeled wave 1 in the white count, or wave A in the orange count. Then we had a pullback to support, again here to the 23.6 Fibonacci level. That was at 41,840. This pullback was corrective, so I call it in the white count a wave 2, or in the orange count a B wave. Remember that we talked about this inverse head and shoulders pattern. It was quite obvious, but it was a nice breakout point. Yeah, and remember that we talked about a target of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. We measured it, and it gave us, I think, round about a 50k target. So that could be this 5th wave if it happens, okay? So let me delete that again. How could now this pullback unfold? So let's zoom in for that. We're dealing with a situation in which we could be in a high B wave and break down again, or in which in the white count we get another 4-5 pattern, and eventually the price could stretch to 55k plus. Okay, so basically it's between the orange count, which might be very short-term bullish, so it might get one more high, but essentially after 3 waves up, once they are complete, and also in the orange count, we could make the case for one more high. It would indicate that after that B wave top, we break back into the yellow support zone. That could be another opportunity if it happens. But ultimately, this could still be part of the same scenario. It's just that the development of the wave 4 is still unfolding. But we're basically still holding above support, okay? Whereas in the white count, as long as we're holding micro support, we should already stretch higher. You know, we can stretch higher, and I will assume that the wave 4 is over already. Essentially, I don't have a very clear favorite between the white and the orange count, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to have a favorite because I'm just applying the analysis here. The analysis tells me what my perspective needs to be, and it is bullish at the moment as long as we're holding above support. So now the analysis tells us which level we need to look at. And it's very, very simple. I try to simplify it as much as possible in the previous video. Still, it seems like not everybody understood it. I sometimes see it in the comments. It's very simple. we have one key support level, which I have now adjusted to the latest high. And I think we can probably lock that support area now because we have a top in place, some kind of a top, and we might spend the weekend consolidating. We'll see. But 44,460 is now support, which means that I'm watching for at least one more high in the orange count or wave 3 in white, or even 2 more highs in the white count, as long as this level is holding. If we break below 40,460, I assume the C wave to the downside has started to unfold, and that would be further confirmed with a break below 42,250 here, this swing low. So it's very, very simple, very binary. There is one threshold that distinguishes between a bullish perspective and a short-term bearish perspective. I don't even worry about orange and white at the moment, because in both scenarios, another high, maybe next week, is possible as long as we're holding above micro support. So, and that basically gives you a very, very clear level to watch. Obviously, there are micro support levels above it, and I'm not saying we come down to 44,460, but it means we have to watch that level, and we can also watch the support levels above, but really the scenario changes with a break below that golden ratio level. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.